Hey everyone, back with another video here. Today I'm going to go over a few new releases that I picked up over the weekend. We have the new YSL Eau de Parfum Intense, and then I went over to Nordstrom and I got a sample. They made a sample for me of the new Gentleman Society, Gvenchy Society, I believe it's called. I'll put up a picture now so you know which one I'm talking about. But I got a sample of this. I have not smelled either of these. They're gonna be first impressions. I'll go ahead and spray them on my hand and let you know what I think. I've heard mixed reviews on this one, and I really haven't heard anything on the new Gentleman. So I'm very excited to try both. I'm a huge fan of the Y line, and we'll give them a shot. Okay, here's the Y Eau de Parfum Intense bottle. And I have to say the color of this blue that they did the bottle in is gorgeous. It's this dark indigo type of color to it, no gradient. Very, very pretty actually in person. So that's an A+, but let's see how it smells. Two good sprays on the hand, good atomizer. So I have smelled everything in the Y line except for Y Live. I have had all the others and I have gotten rid of some of them. Currently I have Y Eau Fraiche, I have the original Y, and I just sold Y Eau de Parfum. And I've had Y Le Parfum in the past, sold that one as well. So I can tell you a little bit why I sold those, but I'm gonna first tell you what I think of this one. So right off the top, it's very aromatic, kind of spicy, green a little bit, smells blue. It's not fruity at all. It's a little citrusy, but not like the apple fruitiness. Out of all of them, I would say this one smells the most grown up, most sophisticated. Okay, it smells really good. I'm just trying to formulate how it smells, because in my mind, this smells like what I would have expected the parfum to smell like, the Le Parfum. This smells like that. The Le Parfum to me smelled a little too, I really enjoyed it and I really think it's a good scent, but it smelled very similar to something that would have came out in the Armani Code line. For some reason, it reminded me of that sweet tonka beanie type of smell. This one is not very sweet, actually, as it's very woody and very aromatic. Wow, okay. I actually really like this one. This one is very classy. I can't pull out notes. It smells like it should be a part of the Y line, but in the same fashion, it's probably the most different out of all of them that I've smelled. Like I said, I haven't smelled Y Live. I don't know much about that one, but it is very grown up, very elegant. It is blue, of course. It smells blue. It teeters on the line of smelling like a shower gel type of blue, but then it kind of fades away quickly and goes more towards like what Dior Homme 2020 is, that woody aromatic smell that's just kind of inoffensive but yet masculine and classy. Yeah, I really like it. That's all I can say for now. However, I will let it dry down on my hand and give you some more opinions as it dries down. But so far, I'm very happy I picked this one up. The reason I sold Y Eau de Parfum was because it was so sweet that I couldn't really wear it in a lot of situations. I ended up, out of all my blue fragrances, that one sat in the back because it just, for me personally, it just seemed a little bit too sweet, a little bit too loud, and I know a lot of guys are after that, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you're after, but for me it just didn't work in my collection. I hardly ever sprayed it. I went for the original and I went for the Eau Fraiche way more than those. Same reason I sold the Le Parfum. It ended up being too sweet. I was just tired of the dry down being so cloyingly sweet, and so I'm happy with this one so far that it is really reining back that sweet base and that fruitiness and leaning far more into the woody green side. Really nice. Okay, let's move on over to here. This one here, you'll just have to take my word for it that it is the new Society fragrance. They didn't mark it or anything, but let's go ahead and give this one a try. I smell it in the air already. This one does smell fairly sweet in the air. I haven't smelled my hand yet. Okay, going in. Interesting. Not nearly as sweet off of skin. It smells very Dior. Again, it smells very Dior. It definitely has a green, fresh iris smell to it. I know that iris is not in the notes of this because it was very highly controversial that they took the iris note out of this one. But I promise you, that top note definitely has some sort of a fresh iris. It is lipsticky in a way, but it's kind of like halfway in between the lipsticky version and the fresh, more what would you want to say, green or flowery version of iris. I get this weird greenness to it that I'm not sure that I like. Out of all the iris fragrances I've smelled, this one doesn't captivate me immediately off the top like a lot of them. My favorite in the Gentleman line is the Boisé Intense, I believe it's called, or Boisé. Very good. I absolutely love that one. I think it's super classy. So far off the top, I'm getting this slightly weird green. It's kind of like a weed, like fresh pulled weeds smell. I don't know what that would be, but it's got this green note that's kind of vegetal, and then the iris, and that's about it. That's all I'm getting so far. Yeah, I keep searching. I keep thinking there's gonna be something that pops out to me, but I can't smell anything besides that. So I'm gonna have to give this one some time on my hand, and I'll have to let you guys know what I think as it dries down and as it develops more on my skin. I'll come back and let you know. Okay, I'm back. It's been a few hours with these on my hands here, and I'll start over here with the new Y Eau de Parfum Intense. I really like it. I think it is going to be very polarizing. I think people are going to either hate it or like it, love it even. This one here relies heavily on, in my mind, it relies heavily on like aldehydes or a ginger note or a lemon note or something. I still haven't looked at the notes on it because I want to give you what I smell, not what I'm supposed to smell. So what I smell is that, you know how the Y fragrances have that elehitic punch off the top? That one has a lot of this that sticks around a long time, and it can come across kind of this gingery, bright, lemony spiciness paired with woods and greenery, and it gives it a very soapy feel as well. The blue nature of it gives it a soapy feel. I would say in the line, the one that this one relates the closest to in my mind is, surprisingly enough, the Eau Fraiche. And that's odd to say because they're kind of a little bit different from each other in a way, but really, the Eau Fraiche does not have a lot of fruitiness. It's fresh, it's cooling, it's green in a way. Same goes for this one, except this one is just a lot more intense, the new one. So in my mind, these two, this one could have been a flanker to the Eau Fraiche instead of the Eau de Parfum, because it really doesn't smell like the Eau de Parfum at all to me. In the far dry down of the new one, I get a very cooling, white, soapy musk. And it comes across very, very nice. I really enjoy it. It's not sweet at all. I mean, there's just a touch of that blue sweetness, if you know what I'm talking about, the massive peeling sweetness. But it's not sweetened with cumarin or tonka bean or vanillin or anything like that. It just smells masculine, clean, soapy, fresh, musky. It does have quite a musky smell to it. When I had my wife smell this one, she said, I like it, but there's something in it that's giving it some. She said it kind of smells a little sweaty or something like that. And I can agree with her that the musk they use is just a little bit intense from what you're used to smelling in blue fragrances, but I really enjoy it. So, A+, definitely recommend trying this one out. I think a lot of people are going to hate it though, so don't blame me if you hate it. Try it before you buy it, and let me know if you've tried it. I'd like to hear more opinions on this one. It interests me, and so if you have opinions, please put them in the comments below. On to this one, the Gentleman Society. I don't like it. As simple as that, I don't like it. I didn't like the opening. It got a little bit better, and then it kind of faded back into being bad. The opening was that iris smell with like a bitter green that I didn't really enjoy, and then it did sweeten up a little bit, which gave it a nice mid. The mids were nice, but for some reason I keep getting like a cheap scented candle from it, and I think it's the waxiness of the iris mixed with whatever musks they're using, and I smell vanilla or something like vanillin, and a vanilla waxy candle is just what I keep getting from this one, and I don't know why. There's no spices to really go with it. I don't get a lot of woodiness. It's very simplistic. It smells like iris, a little bit of bitter greens that fades into this sweet iris. The iris fades a little bit too, but then that vanillic waxiness. I don't like it. Definitely will not be buying a bottle of this one at all. If I were to suggest any in the line that would be close to this one, but way, way, way better, it would be this one here. This one is the Eau de Parfum Boisé. And this one here does it just a lot better. It's just gorgeous off the top. It has the woodiness. It has a hint of that fresh green iris. It has a little pop of spice. It's got the sweetness, and it comes together so much nicer than the new one does it. So I'm gonna save my money. I'm glad I have this bottle. When I'm in the mood for this type of scent, this is the one I'll definitely be going with. So anyways, those are my thoughts on these two new fragrances. And like I said, if you have tried them, I would really like to know what you think about them. If you have opinions, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, just let me know. I love to hear anything and everything, and we will get you in the next video. Thanks for watching.